How's it going, everybody? My name is Ryan Reyes. I am a video game and film composer and sound designer, otherwise known as Sector 7. Welcome to my channel, Sector 7 Music. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about the gameplay, the English no commentary gameplay from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I didn't get a chance to actually do a reaction video to the trailer that they did at TGS, as well as the other gameplay, but as far as I know, the gameplay that I saw was not in good quality. This one looks like it's in fantastic quality. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. And yeah, let's just have a discussion and talk about this, because quite honestly, I am very excited for this game. This game specifically changed my life back in 1997. That's where Sector 7 Music actually comes from. So let's see what this is all about. I've seen a little bit before, and I am blown away. But, you know, I just have to talk about this just because I'm a fan of it. So let's get started. I'm not too entirely sure where they're coming out of. However, I did hear that this is just straight from the remake continuation. Again, with the lighting, that the first time I experienced that lighting in Midgar, oh, it was insane. It was incredible. This looks beautiful. This looks
Just
fantastic.
It's so green.
Oh, and I just can't wait to traverse the entire world of Final Fantasy VII. It's going to be amazing. February 29th can't come
Breathing planet.
fast enough. It just can't.
Even
It just
after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
Look at all those flowers too. I'm very glad that they did a lot of the luscious greens and flowers,
Guess I
and
still
just
have a lot to
it
learn.
made it
What do you want to
made the world alive. And
starters,
you know, the world
how
of
do we
Final
cross
Fantasy
these
VII,
plains?
in quite literally
Come
the
on
second
now,
disc,
that's
this
easy.
game too.
The same way
Um,
you get anywhere.
The world itself is
direction
another
and
character,
start
and
walking.
that's what I think they understand.
Left,
They
go left,
appreciate
go left,
that
right.
it is a character on its own. The locations, the way it looks, and even some of the things that you use to traverse the world,
I
all
guess we
play in
won't be coming
its character
back
part
anytime
and its
soon.
personalization and its persona.
Guess not.
I just love it.
Let's go.
And there it was, the first step on our new journey. You
Oh,
coming?
this is going to be such a great game.
Yeah.
And, you know, quite honestly, I think that
Right.
it looks beautiful. It looks happy. It looks like the next entry is going to be a, it's
All
going to
right,
be a
let's get
killer.
this show on the road,
It's
people.
going to be a mood killer. I have a feeling the next iteration, the next title is going to be very ominous, very dark. Which, that's kind of how the game goes. You know, back in 1997, the game actually went that way. It started out dark and bleak, and then when the world opened up, it was beautiful, just like this. It was bright and happy and crisp, and then it took a turn for the worst. And you saw it in all of the places you visited. You saw it everywhere. You know, that giant meteor looming over just put doom on the earth.
Go on!
Another thing too, I really can't wait to see what kind of enemies there are. You know, from the orcs that we see here. Oh, Tifa just getting launched in the air.
Ready?
Oh my god, that's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, the enemies themselves are just going to be, I mean, they had some of the most fun and quirky designs back in the original OG Final Fantasy VII. This one, I can tell they're going upon that road. They're going on that path, which is fantastic. They're doing the enemies justice. I think that a lot of this world is going to be done very, very well. Oh my god, look at that menu though. That menu is insane. Oh, this high potion. I want to say this one. No, just the regular potion. So, a few years ago, I ended up getting a 10th anniversary edition booklet from the OG Final Fantasy VII, and it came with a bonus prop energy drink that looked exactly like that. When I first saw that, I just went insane. My mind was blown because they paid such close attention to detail. As a fan, I mean, I really appreciate that. I hope it's not going to be too hard to traverse. I mean, I heard that what it is that you're holding circle, and that's how you climb up a lot of the walls, and you kind of, you know, go up on those ledges and everything like that. So I hope that it's actually going to be a little bit easier, and it's going to be, you know, a little fun. There's a lot of games that have, particularly like Legend of Zelda, for instance, that have mastered that sort of mechanic. So I really appreciate that if they did somewhat of the same in this, because, you know, you have a whole world to go through, and you have a whole world to climb up on. So, you know, it would be really cool if you didn't get stuck on a ledge or fall through or clipping on anything like that. There's a few games in mind that I can think of that that happens with. Of course, petting the chocobo, always appreciated. Always appreciated. I wonder what We Are the Music Lovers, Air. I wonder what that is. I like how he busts out his little pad that he has to sleep on or sit on, and the chocobo falls asleep right next to him. Is that like a Koopo nut that he has? What is that? I'm sure it's one of the nuts that you use.
You sure you want to fight?
Oh! I can't wait to use Red 13's ability. His revenge ability is going to be new, and it's going to be exciting and awesome. He's definitely going to be more of a guard character in this than I was actually even thinking. I was thinking, you know, he was going to be somewhat of a fast, not so powerful character. But I think they are developing him a little differently in this one, which, again, I appreciate it. I want all the new things that they can do. That ogre design, or orc design, is pretty rad. I love that design. It's a little Krampusy and it's kind of cool. I hope the world is actually really, really big. It looks big. It looks like you can actually go through the entire world and not get bored. There's a fine balance between too much and a fine balance between not having anything at all. And I'm from what I've seen in here, I haven't played this yet. I haven't played the demo. I didn't go to any of the, you know, festivities to play it or anything like that. But I can tell that it's going to be pretty fun. It's going to be a pretty good balance between the two. I actually really like that you get to collect a lot of that stuff too. I really do appreciate that you get to collect a lot of things. And you get to make all the materials that you collect. You get to make a lot of really cool items and a lot of good weapons. Like, that's such a new, fantastic thing that they added that I really appreciate. Oh my gosh. Chocobo Ranch never looked better. This looks exactly how I imagined it.
Howdy!
Or imagined that it would be.
Need some chocobos to cross the swamp.
Same thing
sorry,
with
Pops,
Billy.
But you're out of luck.
Pops.
Got no more birds.
I do
Last
love
one went
how
this morning.
Cloud gets very offended
Good
right
fool
there.
me, kid.
Because it kind of shows his character.
These are spoken for. That or they're
The
not fit for
design of the
riding.
chocobos, too, that's just fantastic. That's
But
perfect.
can
I
see
think
you're in
that
a
right
bind,
there
so
screams
I'll
Final
bump you up the
Fantasy.
list. For a price,
When
of course.
Which is
I saw that for the first time,
10 grand each.
yes, that is Final Fantasy VII that I
The
remember.
thing is, we don't have that
I
kind
just
of
love the
money.
design
Or
of
any
all the
money.
characters and all the enemies and the chocobos, even
Well,
Mog.
there is
Like
one
all
other
the
option.
design, they put a lot of attention to
Only cost
detail
you
in
$1,000.
these characters.
Is what a scoundrel might say. But I wouldn't.
And the voice
dream of
acting is
distressing
actually
y'all
really good
further.
too. I like the
Just
way
so
Billy
happens
is
one
just
our
kind of
birds
playing
ran off
around
the
with
other
him,
day. Wild
and
thing,
he's
but still a fine
you can
chocobo.
tell he's thinking. You can
If
tell
you
he's
manage to find and
actually
catch him,
he
then
has
he's yours,
personality.
free of charge.
You sure?
I hope you get a lot of
Yeah,
the voice
why not? Name's Pico,
conversation
the hardest-headed bird you'll ever meet. By
in
far.
when they start battling and when they start fighting. You know
He's
that
the
conversations
spitting
when they
image of
had
Pops here.
the conversation
You
when
can
they
start
had
by looking for his
between
tracks.
each other when they were
Find
fighting
those,
or
and you're
battling.
sure to find the feet that made 'em. Now, wild
I
chocobos can
really
be a bit
appreciated
skittish
that. I
around
really liked
people.
that a lot.
But if you play it cool and creep up real quiet like, you'll wrangle them no problem.
I think we can do that. Thanks.
And one last thing. This info comes free of charge, provided you promise to stop by our shop. Speak to Chloe back there. She'll sell you whatever you need.
That's cool. That's gonna be really cool. You're
Kid's
gonna
a born
get all the
businessman.
chocobo greens, all the Quetzal greens,
Runaway
everything
and
that
get
you
his butt
need
back
from
here.
her.
Riding and rearing
This is
lessons are on
fantastic.
me.
I mean, even in the OG FF, I would just spend a lot of time just going around this, the Chocobo Ranch, just because it was just really fun to
All right,
just,
Pico.
you know, go into the silo, go into
You
talk
mean
to Billy.
Pico?
It was
Let's
just a
try
really
looking for some
fun thing
tracks.
for you to do while playing that part of the game. This part looks like there's a lot of exploration to do as well. And the tracks, I am so glad that they left the tracks in here. That was how you can tell where the chocobos were. You know, in the parts where they were up in the snow, the mountains, the grasslands, all of that you can tell where the chocobos were, and that is a point where you can get them. I do wish they added a little more in this part, though. I mean, yes, you
Bingo.
sneak up to them just like this,
Yeah! Come
and
on,
you have to
y'all,
capture them.
let's go
But
grab us a
it would be cool
chocobo.
if you played a little mini game of, you know, just pressing circle or something
down.
along the lines of that. I
You're
don't
on
know.
the
It's
hunt.
just one
You don't
little
wanna startle
thing
your
that
prey.
Pray.
I hope they add
You know
in the
we're not
final
here to kill
in the
him,
final
right?
game
Yeah.
to just make it feel like you really caught them. Oh, there's Pico. He's way over there. The music is fantastic in this, by the way. Very appropriate music for this part. This reminds me of just being sneaky and being a little rambunctious. So that's really cool. That's really fun. The music in this, I know that they worked really hard on, because I mean, if you heard it in the battle, it seamlessly went from the world theme to the world theme as a battle version, which was fantastic. But this right here, this is... He's following his every move. Distract him. I love how you can distract him like that. Just throw a clump of dirt or a rock. There you go. Oh, he has a timer. I didn't notice that at first. That's actually really cool. I bet there's going to be some harder ones to catch, and the timer's going to go down really fast. I wonder if there's going to be some items that you're going to need to get so that it slows that little timer down too. Oh, that's cool.
Aw, isn't he
I love this new iteration of just the Chocobo rap, this hip-hop version, a trap version of just the Chocobo theme. Fantastic.
Totally.
It's actually really fun.
What does he want now?
Do you think maybe he's still hungry? Sorry, that's all the food we had. But you know where there's more? Bill's place.
That's the kind of personality I'm looking for. Like, that whole interaction is just so quirky. Love the theme. Love it. Fast traveling. That's something that I don't know if I'm going to be doing for my first playthrough, because I want to literally step on every blade of grass and go through every little corner of this world. That's just the way it's going to be for the first playthrough. Then I might do some fast travel, but oh my gosh. I just want to be in this world already.
Now does it?
Not so much as a feather out of place. Got one healthy bird here.
Enough to ride?
Sure, though I wouldn't try till he's done eating. Once he's had his fill, though, I'm sure he'll come around to the idea, if we ask him nice. Ain't that right? I'll need to prep his gear and all that, so why don't you wait outside?
Mission complete. That's cool. I love the way that they did that. Of course, here comes Chadley.
Hey there.
What a pleasant surprise.
I really did like the Chadley missions. That was actually really cool in Remake. The way you got to buy things from him, the materia that he held, everything that you did with Chadley was a nice addition to where you were at that point in time. So it gave you enough to do, even though you've already been to certain locations or anything. You can revisit him. That was a really cool addition. So I'm glad that they added him again and they put him back. And yeah, now it's confirmed that he is a robot, so that's pretty cool.
I took a page out of your book and skipped town. Now, the whole world's my laboratory. Speaking of which, I have a favor to ask.
I hope he's not evil, like Hojo.
That's the Cloud I know. Always eager to get on with it. But yes, though, I'd like you to activate some Remnawave towers first. They were originally constructed by the Republic of Junon,
I'm not too crazy about the Chadley towers,
since which time they've sat idle and untouched. Just
I
waiting
understand
for
why they're
someone
doing
to
it.
Put them to good use. The more towers you activate around the world,
And that's not bad.
the more
That's
my
not bad at
processing power will
all.
grow. As will the area I can
Just,
survey.
I mean, so
I
many
might
games
even
have
be able
done
to
this
construct a
already,
communications
and
network
I hope
independent
that
of
there's
Shinra.
something a little bit different with
How
this
does that
one
sound?
that they bring to
You'd
the
not only
table.
be helping me, but
At the same
yourselves as
time,
well.
there has been a lot of games that you go to a tower,
find
you
it.
open up that area, and a bunch of
Wonderful.
stuff comes
I
out,
thought you might say something
different
like
things
that.
to do.
Well, let's get started then. See that tower?
You know,
That's
it's
your
the same
first
thing
target.
over and over again. I'm not against it
And this
by any
will
means,
activate it.
so we'll see how it turns out in the final product.
As the towers
in
close
the final
by,
game.
allow me to accompany you.
That's cool that he leads you there, though. It's not just like, you know, hey, there's a bunch of these towers. Go to the tower, do your thing. No.
Here we are.
Is that like FF7's version of the Sheikah Slate? I like his one eyeglass
Tower
that he
activation
has right
confirmed.
there. That's actually a
initiating
really cool
preliminary scan of the grasslands.
design that they
I'll ascertain
gave
the
them.
locations of fiends and natural resources.
Yeah, I have a
After
feeling
careful
there's going to be
consideration, I
so
have devised
much
a
to
new
do.
name for this type of
All
research.
those little points are
call
just
it
different
World
little things
Intel.
that you have to
I hope you'll
collect
assist me in
or go
gathering
to.
relevant data by
It's going to
completing
be
various tasks on your travels.
incredible.
In return, I will use the information you provide to develop new materia, quid pro quo. To summarize, I want us to become research partners.
Research
In that case,
partners.
I see no
There
reason
you
not to
go.
begin at once. With your activation of this tower, my analysis of the grasslands has already yielded some data. Though hardly substantial, it is enough for me to create materia.
I
Which
wonder
of
what
these
kind of
would you
materia
like?
they're going to have in this one. Even the Chadley materia. Like, I love the combination of the fire and ice materia. I want to see all the things that they're going to come up with
I
because
wish you all the
they were
best in the
pretty
long
unique.
journey that lies ahead of you.
And I'm glad
And
that they're
remember,
doing the
you're not in
combination
this alone.
materia too.
Should you
Kind of,
require
the
assistance,
fire and ice one,
just
for
ask.
instance. And it's going to be really fun to see what they come up with next. I wonder what that Moogle is right there. Is that the Moogle house? Maybe? It's all grayed out. Just disrespectfully jump off of the off of the ledge. That's great. You have more vending machines right there. It looked like there was a little store right there. And I'm just gonna say it. I love Red 13 riding a chocobo. That's fantastic. I thought he was just going to be alongside them, running along with them. Nope. He is straight on that chocobo, grabbing his harness with his paws. So that's pretty cool. I like that. And they are going to add so much things for your chocobo and you to find. That's going to be really fun. One thing I did miss in Final Fantasy XVI when you rode the chocobo was the chocobo theme. You got a little taste of it, and then it just kind of died out. This one, you actually hear it, and it's fantastic. It's awesome. I like those Mogs back there that you see at Mog's house. That was kind of cool. So I wonder what that is. I just wonder what that is. It's going to be really fun. That's like one of the first things I'm going to do. Of course, you have your commands, your dismount, your scent, your scour. It looks like they can get up the walls pretty okay. It looks like the climbing does need a little bit of work, both human and chocobo. But that's like being very nitpicky at that point. It looks like it works for what it is. So these enemies were some of my favorites in the OG Final Fantasy VII. They were such a cool design, the way that they did it. And they look tough too. They actually don't look like any pushover or anything like that. They actually look like they're tough. Music goes from, okay, that music went from world theme or, you know, calm, soft music to this battle theme. This brings me back, and it's also all one at the same time.
Down with you. You ready?
I'm coming!
See, these guys look pretty hard. I like that they actually added a little bit of difficulty
One more shot!
to the enemies. I felt the enemies in Remake were actually a little too easy. Like, getting through them was easy. It was just really easy. So, if they added some difficulty to it, it looks like they did. It looks like they heard a lot of people talking about that. There goes Red 13 doing his Doing his thing. Oh.
Go for it. My turn.
Here he comes!
Yeah, these guys have a nice defense. You're just scrambling through.
Victory is all guaranteed!
Now's our chance.
Leave the rest to me.
I do like the synergy abilities the way that they
On
do.
it.
Congratulations! You
That's
managed
gonna be
to
cool.
complete all internal tasks.
Whoa, you got so many enemies to find. That's cool. These are the type of missions that I like. These are the type of missions that I would just sit down and concentrate on without having to go around, you know. Yeah, the story missions would be really fun at the time, but when you have side missions like that, I just like to concentrate on that, and that's amazing just that they added that in. So bravo on them. Not to mention, Calm looks beautiful. This place really does look insane. It looks crazy. It looks
Everyone,
it
please.
looks really
One at a
fun.
time.
It looks very bright, very happy. This one was one of the places that always stuck out to me. It was one of those places that stuck out to me in the FF, like the original OG FF7, because if for some reason it didn't feel like it fit in the world as much as the other towns or the other places did. This one, it just has this older fairy tale, medieval sort of feel to it. Yeah,
It's avalanche.
it's really, really cool though. I love the way they designed it. Everything about this town is just exciting to me. It's very nice and cozy and fun. Very, very home-like, and I like that. I think that's exactly what Calm was supposed to be. That's gonna be cool. So, one thing Final Fantasy started doing that I really loved, I want to say the first I saw it was in Final Fantasy XII, was actually postings from like the different towns and things like that. You got to go on different hunts in Final Fantasy XII, but this one seems like it's not just hunts, but it's going to be side missions as well. I love that about this. They kind of added that personality that I was talking about of the world. They added that in their posts because it's like these people, they need help. Put it up on the post. You, as a mercenary, come and help them. That's really cool. I love the way that they do that.
Got fiend trouble. Every night it comes after my livestock. At least I assume a fiend's to blame. Think you could find and deal with it? Not much, save the bastards smile.
I love the way that they
Managed
did
to evade every
the
trap I've set. Even hired a hunter to get rid of it.
menu right
Found
there.
bust.
That menu, yeah. This whole aesthetic right there when it does like a point of view
I don't.
with your choice of words, that's fantastic.
It's you.
Yeah, don't talk to Red 13 like that. He doesn't like that.
Something tells me he's not all bark. Hey, you know, your pup might be able to track the fiend's scent. Maybe try sniffing around the scene of the crime.
We got livestock? That's so cool. That's so cool. He's so excited. He does kind of move a little weird right here. Very stiff. So hopefully they kind of give him a little bit more.
Here.
So?
It's been several days since the
But
attack, so the scent is
That might
fresh.
just be
Other
him.
animals have come and gone as well. This won't be easy.
Think a chocobo could handle it?
Their sense of smell is indeed impressive, but this trail is still quite poor. Though if you wish to try, I won't stop you.
That's cool that they introduced this sort of mechanic, where not only you can ride and hunt with your chocobo, but now you can sniff out treasure, you can sniff out certain things with them. So I like that. That's really cool.
He's got something.
What? Well, I still have a faint impression of the scent. Together we can find the beast.
You want to
Red
track it from
13.
here on
Poor
out?
Red 13.
No, the chocobo
There's more of
has
those
led us
elephants.
this far
There you go.
after all.
Nope. I wonder if you can actually use them in battle like in Final Fantasy XVI. That would be really fun. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And if you're excited as much as I am for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, please like and subscribe this video because I want to start covering this game even more. It's one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite game of all time. So if you're a fan like me, please tune in. I will be coming out with videos every Friday. Again, my name is Ryan Reyes. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, Sector 7 Music. Until next time.